Eddie Kingston comments on CM Punk's firing from All Elite Wrestling, as well as his infamous promo across the former AEW World Champion on AEW Rampage back in 2021. Details on that, plus Tony Khan promises a huge announcement tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite. What is the announcement going to consist of? We'll let you know about that. We got an update on the ratings for last night's episode of Monday Night Raw on USA Network, backstage reaction to the Creed Brothers main roster debut alongside Ivy Now, and an update on Candice LeRae and if the injury was legitimate on Monday Night Raw. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about Eddie Kingston talking about an old rival and one of his most famous programs in All Elite Wrestling. That's against the former AEW World Champion CM Punk. Now, CM Punk's contracts with All Elite Wrestling were terminated with cause back on September 2nd, just 3 months after his return to the company. Punk's termination came following the investigation into the backstage incident at AEW All In at Wembley Stadium this summer. Punk was a part of many memorable promo segments and feuds during his time with the company, including with Eddie Kingston, culminating in a match between the two at Full Gear in 2021. Speaking to Adrian Hernandez, Kingston was asked if he feels bad about the verbiage used in that segment as it brought up obviously considering CM Punk's departure. He spoke about it at the time, saying he didn't want CM Punk in All Elite Wrestling, and nobody did, maybe actually striking quite close to the bone and maybe touching on what was to come in the future with the backstage issues and drama in All Elite Wrestling. Well, Eddie Kingston has said he doesn't feel bad, but he does wish that CM Punk's run in All Elite Wrestling would have ended differently. Here's what Eddie Kingston had to say.
Does that bother you that the conversation isn't on, that it's on the drama and not on the things that you guys are doing in the ring?
Nah, it don't bother me because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I have a job to do, and my job is to make the people talk about us. And if I didn't do a good enough job where they want to talk about backstage stuff, then that's on me. I'll just do better next time. You know what I mean? And like I said in the interview before, there was no locker room divide like it was reported, because I don't really hang out with a lot of people. I have like 4 or 5 people I chill with in the locker room, and those 4 or 5 people didn't give a shit what was going on. You know, we were in our own world. So we had to go to work, and that's it. But, you know, people are going to talk about the drama because people love drama, man. That's why we have those kind of movies and all that. You know what I mean? They love it. But it's our job to go out there and produce, to make them forget that. And I think we are, but if people still want to talk about it, that's on them, not on me, you know?
Since I did bring up CM Punk's name, I do want to ask you one more question. So when he left AEW and everything that happened, and he's no longer with the company, your promo against him went viral. Of course, you said, hey, people didn't want you here. You're not liked in the locker room. And everyone pointed to that and been like, see, there it is. Eddie telling the truth again. Do you feel bad that moment was brought up again? And you're like, no, I'm doing my job.
No, I'm doing my job. Then that's how I felt. You know what I mean? I didn't know what anyone else in the locker room felt. I didn't care. It's how I felt. I didn't want him there. You know what I mean? Me and Punk don't like each other, and that's fine. You're not going to like everybody you work with. You know what I mean? Do I wish he was still in AEW and I wish it worked out differently? Yeah, because he helped the company. But other than that, I don't give a fuck what he does. You know what I mean? Because me and him never got along anyway. You know?
And it don't concern you. We don't have to be best friends. That's not.
No, we don't have to be best friends to fight each other. It makes it better when we're not best friends. You know, when we have to fight each other. I don't wish him bad, but I don't wish him good either because I don't give a fuck. That's it.
Shout out to Adrian Hernandez for that interview. Of course, Eddie Kingston currently reigns as the Ring of Honor World and New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, defeating Claudio Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor World Championship at AEW Dynamite Grand Slam back in New York. Of course, when it comes to CM Punk, there has been speculation about CM Punk potentially returning to WWE at Survivor Series in his hometown of Chicago next month. What are your thoughts on Eddie Kingston's comments, as well as his reflection on CM Punk and his promo and obviously his feud against him back in 2021 as well. Let me know your thoughts about that, as always, in the comments section below. Now, we've heard this once before, or several times before, rather. Tony Khan's got a huge announcement planned for AEW Dynamite tomorrow night on TV. Yes, the announcement that an announcement was coming was made by the AEW president today on social media. AEW president Tony Khan has made it a habit of teasing big announcements or plans on social media, only to deliver them on AEW television. In the past, some of those proclamations have included revealing upcoming big shows such as AEW All In at London's Wembley Stadium, notable signings, the purchase of Ring of Honor, the AEW Fight Forever video game release dates, etc., etc. With a little over 24 hours to go before AEW Dynamite this week, it appears Khan is using that tactic once again. Khan has taken to social media to share the following. You can see it in front of you on the screen right now. Quote, tomorrow, November 1st, TBS, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday night's AEW Dynamite, he began. I have an important announcement for many of us. Tomorrow is the start of the holiday season. I'll have an important announcement for AEW fans worldwide tomorrow, November 1st, on Wednesday night's Dynamite. Now, what Khan's announcement will be is anyone's guess. Two major behind-the-scenes AEW stories that could be the subject of his announcement are the much-rumored streaming deal and a new Warner Brothers Discovery TV rights contract for All Elite Wrestling as well. Many fans remain baffled that AEW has yet to make its way to Warner's Max platform, the streaming platform, alongside its other television properties, especially since the streaming service has now moved into the live sports arena. If AEW replays and pay-per-views are moved to Max, the news will undoubtedly be welcomed by fans worldwide. As for their new television rights deal, how that goes, the latest and last tangible news is that it was heard about shortly before the launch of AEW Collision. At the time, many expected a new deal to be announced at any moment, really, with a reported price tag of around $1 billion. CM Punk inflamed those rumors on Collision's debut episode, noting that the CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery, David Zaslav, often referred to him as One Bill Phil. The line served as two purposes: to progress the idea that CM Punk was elevating the price of AEW TV rights deal into the 9-figure range, and also to take a shot at the Elite by saying he was not a counterfeit buck. Of course, Khan's important announcement could have nothing to do with either of those things and could be something completely unexpected and completely separate. And obviously, many people are wondering, is that going to mean that maybe CM Punk is coming back? No, according to Nick Hausman, who of course gets a lot of information from Punk's camp, he has said that no, he does not think that CM Punk will be coming back to the promotion or anything like that. But what do you think the announcement will be? Will it be something important or major? Will it be a dud? Will it be flat? Will it be something to do with streaming? Or will it have something to do with television or pay-per-views? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments section below. And let's talk about the ratings for last night's episode of Monday Night Raw on USA Network. WrestleNomics is reporting that Monday Night Raw on October 30 averaged 1.391 million viewers. Now, this number is down from the 1.476 million viewers the show drew last week. The show averaged a 0.43 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is also down from the 0.46 rating that was recorded last week as well. As far as the top 5 most viewed Raw videos on YouTube, Gunther completely humiliates the A-lister on Miz TV, currently has the most views, or tied with the most views as of right now recording this video. Cody Rhodes repels the Judgment Day with an announce table smash, is tied with 310,000 views with that Miz TV video. Sami Zayn stands alone in opposition to the Judgment Days on 207,000 views. Seth freaking Rollins versus JD McDonough is currently at 164,000 views. Cody Rhodes vows to go through Damian Priest at Crown Jewel, is currently at 151,000 views. What were your thoughts on last night's episode of Raw, as well as the ratings for this week's episode as well? Now, last night's show featured the main roster debut for the former NXT tag team, the Creed brothers, alongside Ivy Nile. Former NXT Tag Team Champions Julius and Brutus Creed made their WWE main roster debut on last night's October 30 episode of Raw. The Diamond Mine duo, alongside Ivy Nile, accepted the open challenge of the Alpha Academy's Chad Gable and Otis on the show. The Creeds picked up the victory on their debut, pinning Otis after many impressive feats of strength during the bout. The match was very well received online by fans, and to no surprise, that feeling was reportedly shared among those in the company. Per Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, those within WWE that were spoken to were said to be very happy with the Creeds and Ivy Nile following the show. It was reported prior to the show that the Creeds would be called up to the main roster following their appearance on last night's broadcast. Of course, the Creed brothers are set for a tables, ladders, and scares match, Halloween Havoc, against Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza on tonight's NXT Halloween Havoc Week 2 show, which may end up being their swan song on the NXT brand. Of course, we get more details on that. We'll let you know moving forward. Finally, there was some questions and concern for Candice LeRae coming out of last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. We've got an update on the injury angle that took place on the show. Now, a scheduled match between Candice LeRae and Xia Li took place on Raw, but it did not last long, as Xia very quickly caught Candice LeRae with a kick to the head. The kick knocked out LeRae, with her being declared unable to finish the match, with Xia being crowned the winner by referee stoppage. Now, there was some confusion among fans regarding the validity of the situation and whether LeRae had simply been injured during the match or if the spot was simply done to help re-establish Xia Li on the roster. Per Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, the angle during the match was planned and LeRae is fine following the show. Xia Li has been teasing a future clash with Becky Lynch following her return to television. Xia initially issued a challenge for the NXT Women's Championship, which will no longer happen due to Lynch losing the championship, of course, to Lyra Valkyria last week on NXT Halloween Havoc Week 1. So, of course, the question then becomes, what are your thoughts on the angle? What are your thoughts on Xia Li? And are you interested in possibly seeing a Becky Lynch versus Xia Li feud in the future? Let me know your thoughts about that too. But there you go, guys. This is the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster page by clicking that join button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.